you led me straight to the fall. I'm broken, I'm still trying, skin and bone.
Welcome back, everybody. Today, for the first time in a long time, we are reacting to Gordon Ramsay and one of my favorite shows, Hotel Hell. It just became difficult to put them out, you know, all the copy strikes and stuff like that. So I took a little break, but we are back with an exciting one here today, where a hotel manager calls the police on someone for asking for their paycheck. It's gonna be insane. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and let's get into it.
It has been a bit of a dictatorship here with Verendar. You know, it's either her way or not her way.
No.
Verendar is a control freak. She is involved in everything. She will not release or relinquish control.
Whatever, so we're dealing with a control freak. She seems rude, she seems in everyone's face. Right now she's in front of like the desk about to, like, it looks like she's about to chokeslam this chick. She was yelling at the chefs. She probably drop kicked the garbage guy, who knows. And even yells at the event coordinator. Which, no offense, this does not seem like a hotel with like a bunch of events, you know.
Ever.
Here's the bowl. You want me to put it in?
She's not a people person. She has no people skills. She just screams out demands, and she's very rude at times.
Paul! French onion on here, now.
There is such a turnover with staff that I don't even know their names.
In 8 months, I've probably seen over 50 people go.
Then why do all of you work here if you can't even remember your co-workers' names? Because they're just quitting that often. I'm sorry, I get that people need jobs and things like that. But if she's that bad, and you're being honest, that 50 people were willing to quit, what does she do nice for you that you're willing to stay? Because it seems like the people saying this are like the higher up, so you think they could get like, they're like more likely to get another job. I just love the whole like the camera shots and stuff like that. Like they caught her like yelling, quote unquote caught. It's so funny. Like, why would she even act like that if this was how she acts? With all like the camera people here.
Some people come in for one shift and they listen to her for 5 minutes and they roll right out the door.
Dude, did they tell this dude to quit on job? Did he actually never come back? I better never see this dude in the background.
I wish I had 2 clones of me. And believe me, this place would be hopping.
I don't know why, but this made me believe it a little bit more now. I don't know. Just something like from hearing, you know, friends talk and stuff like that, like, and seeing stories online, that there's a lot of managers that actually act like this.
I feel the Brook might have become like the laughingstock of Newtown.
So the reputation around town is that, you know, no nonsense. They call me the crazy lady, which is fine to me. You know what? If I'm crazy because I'm trying to save the business, so be it.
I think we're at that point where this is really our last chance. If we don't figure something out, it's either sell it, get rid of it, because we can't sustain it.
Bro, where did you come from? Like, everyone's talking about this chick this entire time, and this is probably like your wife or something, and you've done nothing. Nothing to like help your business, save it in any sort of way, knowing that she is the issue here. And she has a reputation around town. Why would anyone even then like visit here or go here, want to work here? And does she go around like town like taking surveys like, what do you think of me this week? How does she know?
Before I came to town, I heard the Brick Hotel had a high turnover rate. So I had my team reach out to former employees so I can get some information before checking in.
Oh my god, this dude brought in all these former employees into the place. What the fuck? I also just realized we got all this lore and all this like crazy stuff happening, and Gordon Ramsay is just about to walk into the building. Like, all this stuff happened, and we haven't even seen Gordon Ramsay react to any of it.
First of all, good morning.
Good morning.
I've never met such a large team of ex-employees.
Small showing.
This is a small showing.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. What, there's more?
There's a lot more. Hundreds.
Hundreds?
I would say hundreds.
How much turnover is there with staff?
When I left, Verendar had been through almost 50 managers.
15?
50.
50 managers?
50.
And the biggest problem with the place is what?
Verendar.
No way. Okay, listen. when I react to these, I like to just not think about them as if, you know, they're fake or staged, and I do a pretty good job, you know, just staying in and watching it, because it gets a little annoying if like, every time I watch these, I'm like, oh, that's just fake, that's just fake. But there's no way. This can't be real. First of all, there's no way hundreds, so there just wouldn't be people applying at that rate. Right? Like, what town do they live in that has all these people willing to work here? I mean, I guess some people can be traveling from, like, nearby. And if it is true, how have they, like, not shut down? Like, this seems like an awful place.
She's been cruel to people. I watched her, and she's mean, and she can be a bully, and I've seen her reduce people to tears.
Wow, that's terrible.
You know, there's so much neglect between not only the staff, her managers, but her customers as well.
Seriously.
I couldn't take it anymore. I worked the holiday season, and it was kind of like the last straw for me.
And what made you quit?
I worked all of those parties through the whole month of December. I was lucky to receive some payback, like in February.
With your tips?
Yeah, she'll cut you a check in 6 weeks when she feels like it.
Oh, okay, so here's the pay thing. I almost forgot, because all this was just so distracting. There's just so much going on. She sounds so awful. And you know, I've heard a lot of like managers that treat their employees bad. They're usually like nice and kiss ass to like the customers. I mean, not all of them, but I don't know. I was kind of just expecting, if she truly wants to do all this to like make the place better and make more people want to come, that she would, I don't know, be one of those managers that at least treats the customers nice. And I'm sorry, what? 6 weeks? If you're lucky, you might get some of your pay? Holy shit, that's awful.
She wouldn't let you go pick up your paycheck. She'd call the cops on you.
You said she called the cops on you?
All the time.
Numerous times.
Seriously, called the police because you wanted your money?
Yes.
You were threatening her.
Yes.
Seriously? I mean, it sounds like a dictatorship as opposed to a boss that's there to support.
Yo, homie, I'm just saying, it's nothing about like a dictatorship. That's just insane. That all these people, like a room of like 15, 20 something people are sitting there like, yeah, no, we got the cops called on us. Like, why would the cops even come? Of course he probably like threatened it like a few of these times and didn't call. But it definitely sounds like she's called the cops a few times. There's no way, like after one time of that happening, I would quit. Only reason I wouldn't quit is if they were trying to, you know, hope to get the money eventually.
People loved it there. It was very homey, the opposite of now. All the locals came. We had a booming hotel business.
Wow.
It was such a great place, and then the quality just steadily went downhill, and I think she had a complete lack of respect for the staff and didn't understand that your staff is a huge asset.
So they were once successful. Okay, that kind of makes sense, because it looks a little nice in this room, you know? And they were talking about like all these events that they apparently do actually have. So they must be, at least at one point, extremely successful. But then at the same time, they're able to film this without having any other customer in the place. Because they usually, like, you will see like one or two walking by or something.
What a mess.
Can I ask a question?
Please.
Have you met her?
Oh, no, at least I just arrived. Seriously, flew into Philly this morning.
You are in for a treat.
Oh my god, he still hasn't even met her. All this awful shit. And he still hasn't even met her. Like, we still haven't even seen most of it in action.
I was curious, just by the way you were speaking, because I thought he hasn't met her yet, has he?
No. So, calling the cops, you know, high staff turnover, standards dropping. I haven't got much confidence. However, I'm going to tackle it head on.
Okay, Gordon. Why would you be optimistic that you could do something that actually helps this hotel? If all this is true, then I'm sorry. There is no way you could do anything.
You don't look very optimistic, do you?
I believe that
Thank you. Wow, wish me luck. Thank you.
Well, that's it for today with this. But I just read like a little update because I was generally curious to see if this was one of the hotels that closed or not. And apparently it was like a historic hotel and they just bought it. And that's why, like, it actually has some sort of reputation to it. I'm slightly disappointed we didn't see, like, anyone actually call the cops or anything like that in this actual clip. But as of a few years ago, it seems that the hotel is open, that the restaurant got bought out by someone else. They have mostly negative reviews though, and a lot of it I think has to do with the pricing, like it's overpriced to actually go there. Maybe you can go visit yourself. It's apparently in Pennsylvania. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Have a good night.
I'm done with hitting your wall. Short notice, I just gotta let you know. You led me straight to the fall. I'm broken, I'm still trying, skin and bones.